Welcome to week 2. You guys did it. You made it through the first week. Congratulations. I hope you are enjoying this book as much as I love. Clearly, I love this book. Look at all my marks. It's just full of highlighted and notes and all kinds of things. This is such a good book. So this week you're going to read chapters 2 and 3. So that will be your assignment. I'm sorry, 3 and 4. You're going to read chapters 3 and 4. You've already read chapters 1 and 2. So the titles of this week's chapters, let's start with chapter 3. Is eliminating self-sabotage. So many times I find that what holds people back is themselves. So when you're having problems, I always call it the mirror method. When things aren't going well, when you're having a hard time booking parties, when you're not getting along with team members, when things just aren't going well, I take the tough love approach and I say it's time to look in the mirror and find what your problem is. There's your problem. It's in the mirror because you are so capable of doing great and amazing things. Don't self-sabotage yourself. Don't let yourself get in the way of your success. Remember, this is going to take courage, not confidence. You're going to gain confidence as you go, and Mary talks about that a little bit in this chapter. You are going to gain the confidence. Just have courage. Step outside of the box. Do things that are uncomfortable to you. Be an excuse buster. Guys, you have to get rid of the excuses. I'm too busy. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough time. Whatever. You've got to get rid of the excuses. Your why has to be strong enough that it's so powerful that nothing is going to stop you from your next goal. So that's kind of two things. There's two separate things. Mary talks a lot about your one big goal. What is your next big goal? You guys need to know what that is because that's what's going to drive you. Or your why. What is your why? What is it that you want so badly from your Scentsy business? Maybe you need more friends. Maybe you need to have more fun. Maybe you need to have more funds. You need more money. Whatever it is, it has to be strong enough to make you work a little harder, to make you stay up a little bit later, to make you, when Netflix is calling your name saying, no, I'm not coming, Netflix, I'm not watching you because you're not making me any money. You have got to work hard and get rid of the excuses. If you want to go back and look for Becca's Excuse Buster videos, I think I've mentioned that before, they're good. So go back, go listen to them. If you're a person that tends to have excuses, watch the Excuse Busters. Okay. She talks a little bit about how being a salesperson, I know that sometimes we get a little hung up on, I don't want to be a salesperson. I don't want to be salesy. I don't want people to think that I'm bugging them. Just remember that you are not bothering people. You are blessing them. So every time you have a conversation with somebody about joining your team, you're not bothering them. You're trying to bless them with an amazing opportunity. So learn in your mind to turn bother into blessing because I am so glad that Becca Levi never thought she was bothering me when she would answer me or call me or gave me information on joining. She always felt like she was blessing me, and she was. So don't judge people. You are not a good judge. I'm telling you right now that the people that I thought were going to be the most successful on my journey, the people that I sponsored, some of them were like gone in 3 months. The people who I was like, oh yeah, she's probably never going to do anything, they've gone really far in the business. So don't try to judge people. You never know. You are a salesperson. Remember this. But it doesn't have to be a product. You don't have to be pushy about, oh, you need to buy wax. You need 6 bars of wax right now. You need a diffuser. Oh, you need a Scentsy Go. You don't have to be like that. You can sell a concept. So you can take your passion and put it all into the fact that our products are safe. It's a safe alternative to candles. It's safe. You can use a diffuser. You can use these amazing oils, make your house smell good. Remember, we can't make medical claims, but there are people who say that maybe eucalyptus when you're sick will make you feel better. For kids, pets, people who have children and pets, obviously, you don't want anybody that you come in contact with to have a candle and a toddler in the same house at the same time. So work on that passion. Be a salesperson. Be a passionate person. So again, I think sometimes we're really worried. We sabotage ourselves. We get in our ways, in our own way, because we're so worried that people are going to think we're pushy. But if you're pushing a concept instead of a product, if that's something that bothers you, they're not going to think of you as pushy. They're going to be like, oh, she has a really good point. So work on that. Don't let fear stop you. That is super common too. I know. Remember, courage, 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 courage. You might even want to take the word courage, write it on a Post-it note if you're one of those people who struggles with that. Write it down and put it in your mirror. Put it on your bathroom mirror. I have courage if that is a struggle that you have. People who are doers, she talks about this in the book. People who are doers have determination. Do you have the determination that it takes? Do you have the discipline? Are you following a schedule? Are you doing all the things that are important? She talks about drive. You have to have that drive. So a lot of times people talk about the 3 Ds, and I like to add in desire. How much desire do you have? So determination, discipline, drive, and desire. Those are 4 things that you've got to have. You might even want to write those down. You're keeping a notebook, right? You have a DIT notebook, super important. Writing your notes in it. When you read from Mary, write down important things. You can highlight in your book, but I also like anything super important. I want to transfer it into my notebook because this notebook is going to be a great resource. When a team member comes to you because they're struggling with ideas, you're going to say, you know what, let me get right back to you. Flip through your notebook and say, oh yeah, so when I was struggling, when I was trying to make director, these are some of the things that I did to help myself get to director. So that will be very helpful for you. Now, you want to stay away from the busy work. You guys are building. You're building fast and you're building strong, supported, successful businesses. Income producing activities. Those are super important. Spend the majority of your time on income producing activities. Actually, it's not just now when you're trying to I'm not sure what a supportive business is, but whatever, I threw that word in there. But you're trying to build a successful business. You're always working on building your successful business. Don't spend so much time on the busy work. Get rid of the busy work. Like, your office does not have to be perfect in any way. Yes, you need to be organized enough so that you can get your job done, but don't spend 2 days making the cutest little note card you've ever seen to put into your samples. Just write what the name of the sample is. So income producing activities. Some examples would be follow up with your customers. Follow up with your hostesses. Hey, my hostess had a party 3 months ago. I'm going to call her. A great tip from Melissa Gratz that I got a while ago was when you have a party, say you have a party on January 15th, go into your calendar, February, March, April 15th, and write the name of your hostess. Follow up with Susie. So on April 15th, you can call her and say, hey, it's been 3 months since your party. Let's book another one. Or you can even get it on the book, kind of like the dental appointment theory. There's another great idea. When you leave a hostess's house, you want to say, hey, let's treat this kind of like a dental appointment. We can have either a 6-month or a 3-month checkup or party up or whatever you want to call it. So that's another way to keep your book full. So scheduling 3 and 6 months out in advance. Let's see, what else? What was I talking about? Income producing activities. So a booking blitz, huge. When you're running out of contacts, you pull out your list of 100, which would be another income producing activity, updating and refreshing your list of 100. And then doing a booking blitz. You can do it with your team. You can do it by yourself. Challenge yourself. 1 hour. How many parties can I book in this booking blitz? That is huge. Those are income producing activities, not the busy work. Really get yourselves into the habit. Okay, then chapter 4, she talks about sharing your story. I'm not even going to say a word. That chapter is amazing. It gives you so much information on how to help build your story, how to learn to share your story. One thing that I took from I've heard Mary speak a few times, is I've worked really hard on knowing my 30-second commercial about myself and my business and my 2-minute commercial about myself and my business. So you kind of, when you're on the fly, you need to be able to say really quickly with enthusiasm and excitement and enough to draw their interest. You need to have your 30-second commercial about your Scentsy business, why it's so great and why you would love to have them on your team. And then when you're maybe meeting for coffee, you might want to have that 2-minute your story that you can tell in 2 minutes. You don't want a 10-minute Scentsy story. You're going to make people go to sleep. So quickly, enthusiastically, and build belief in our company, build belief in you. And that's kind of what the story is all about. Your story is going to evolve. It's going to change. What's written on your website right now for your story, because I know you guys all have an updated picture and your updated story are all on your website. It's not the Goldsmith warmer or anything else. It's a picture of you and it's your story. It's going to change. It's probably changed since last week when we started this class. Since today when you started really thinking about what your why is. What's going to drive you to work a little bit harder and do a little bit more. Okay, so that's going to help you in that reading that chapter 4. So your assignments, we're already to assignments. Your assignments this week are, let's see, what are we going to do? Let's make sure your story is updated on your website. So do that. Also, you guys have like a postcard or something that you've made that has your story on it. make sure that's updated. If it needs to be updated, go ahead and send it in to Vistaprint, get it, order a new one. If I had mine right here, I would show you. I think I actually did have it here yesterday. What did I do with it? So if you don't have one, I would strongly recommend that you do. Of course, I don't have it right here, but anyway, just go on Vistaprint, go to postcards, put a picture of you or your family, and on the back, quickly write a little blurb about you, about your Scentsy story, so that you can put it in every single warmer box, in every single order, anytime anybody orders from you. I write on the front, thank you so much for supporting our family business, with a picture of my family, and then on the back, I just tell my Scentsy story. My Scentsy story, it's super simple, it's brief, it's easy to understand, and it's a quick, easy read. So make sure that's updated. Your story card, I guess we'll call that. Your story on your website is updated. What else? Okay, so I want you to make a video of your story, and you're gonna share that on your team page, on your director's team page, and you have to go live on your personal Facebook page. So that's a lot, I know, sorry. Live on your personal Facebook page. Your goal is to share your Scentsy story and to book some parties. See if you can get some parties booked by sharing your Scentsy story on your regular Facebook personal page. If you have a VIP page, you might want to do it there too. It's not going to hurt anything. It's only going to help. So that's your next assignment. Make sure your why is updated. I don't know if I said that or not, but make sure in your notebooks, on the very first page of your notebook, you want to make sure that your why is updated, so that when you're losing steam, when you're feeling like, oh, I don't know if I want to work tonight, open it up, read your why, and be like, oh my gosh, my family is going to Disney World. So yes, here I go. I'm going to dive in, and I'm going to give it another 20 minutes. And then the final thing that you're going to do is you need to stay organized. Like we've talked about, you need to have a schedule. So I want you to create a daily action sheet. So I'm actually going to post a video on the page of how I organize my month, how I figure out what I'm going to do so that I don't get overwhelmed. I break it down into 3 actions per day. So it's called a daily action sheet. So that I'm going to post the video, because it's much easier for me to just post that than trying to explain it. So I will post that for you. Okay, so you're going to read chapter 3 and 4. You're going to create your daily action sheet. You're going to make a video of your story. Oh, I said make a video. Sorry, I said it wrong the first time. Make a video of your story and share it on your team page and your VIP page. I'm totally changing the assignments. Make a video, share it on your team page and your VIP page. And you can still go live on your regular Facebook page as well. I know, tons of assignments, sorry. Then you're going to update your story and your photo on your website and on your story card, the little postcard that you're going to hand out to people, and then make sure your why is updated. So it's not really that difficult. You guys got all this. I know I totally confused you, but that's what I do best. So here we go, directors. Work hard. We're going to be on to week 3 next week. Good luck this week.